In 2025, the layoff game is still alive. Unfortunately, I'm seeing lots and lots of layoffs so far this year, and I have a feeling it's going to be a continuing trend. Today, we're going to talk about a couple things to keep in mind if you get laid off.
Next Level Coaching.
Hey, I'm Jim Kelly from Next Level Coaching, and I'm here to bring your career to the next level. While you're here, gently hit that like button, gently hit the subscribe button. Wouldn't want to hurt your phone, but would like to see the channel grow. Get more good information to more people. So, today we're going to be talking about layoffs. Not a great topic, not something I ever really want to talk about. Something I've been through myself, so I know a little bit about it. So, if you are being laid off, or you know someone who's been laid off, first thing to know, it's not necessarily because they're a bad performer. There are plenty of top performers who get laid off because of many, many different things. Either their salaries, significantly higher, political machinations of other people in the office, or location strategy are completely justifiable reasons to lay somebody off, unfortunately. So, there's many reasons why people do get laid off. It is not usually because of incompetence. So let's put that out there right now. But we're going to talk about a couple different things that you should be thinking about, planning for while you are laid off. Without any further ado, let's get into it. First one is the simplest but most important. How much time do you have with the package you were laid off with or your savings? Because some firms are going to give you a package. We're going to pay you for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, etc. Or longer, depending on the firm. Other firms, hit the road, see you later. That's all you got. We'll send you your last paycheck. So how much time do you have that you can afford to pay your bills in that period of time? With the money you have on hand that you're bringing in from other sources, if you have other sources, and with what you have saved up. Now, look at your bills, go, hey, is there anything I can cut out temporarily to add extra time onto this? Now, do not cut all of your entertainment money there if possible, because you are going to go stir crazy if you don't have things to do. So make sure you're taking care of yourself mentally along the way. This is a marathon journey, unfortunately, getting hired right now, not a sprint like it was a few years back. It is definitely a hirer's market, not the hirees. So unfortunately, it takes a good bit of time to get a job. Next thing I want you to do is to set a amount of time per day or a number of jobs, and have both of those as a limit to how many you can look for per day. Okay. So if you are spending 12 hours every day looking for roles, you are going to go crazy. You're going to feel defeated and you're going to feel terrible. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Set an amount of time, generally somewhere between 2 to 4 hours at most. Okay. Set a number of jobs somewhere between, 5 to 10 is a very, very strong number. Even going a little bit less than 5 is okay too. All right. But you have to have a set amount of time you're spending looking on it, or you're going to go stir crazy with this, and that's not good. All right. Try to do it at the same time of day. And if you can keep yourself to doing it just during business days to give yourself days off, even better. All right. That's going to really factor in on your budget and the amount of time you have left. But, that's just another thought to have out there, is giving yourself downtime, because it is important. All right. It is important to rest your brain, because when you do get interviews and you are doing the micro adjustments to apply to each role, you need a fresh brain to be able to do it. So you got to keep that mental health going strong. So the next thing we want to be doing is working on something to make us grow. So it does not have to be something to make you grow professionally. It could be something in your personal life, just something for you to work on to keep your brain active. All right. Whether it is, learning a new skill involved with the type of work you do, you're learning how to play a song, I want to learn how to play X amount of songs a week. It's a fantastic goal. All right. I want to learn how to code. Cool. I want to learn how to use generative AI better. Fantastic. I want to learn how to speak another language. Fantastic thing to do. All right. There's a bajillion things to learn how to do in this world, and all of them are worth learning. Well, not all of them, but 90% of them. But I digress. When you are learning something, you are building yourself up. It raises your self-esteem and is going to make that job search a little bit easier on you. So make sure you're working on something to build yourself up because you're going to need it. Next thing we want to do is keep active with our network. Just because we're laid off does not mean our friends do not want to hear from us. You want to keep talking to your friends, in your industry. You want to keep talking to your friends in your personal life. You want to keep communication out with people because people are going to keep you in their mind and they're going to go, hey, you should apply for XYZ job. I know that this person's hiring. Let me reach out to them for you. And you are going to get that leg up to help you get that next role. It is important, and it's also important to, just have that, personal feedback with people, that personal touch with people, because, you're not going into the office every day. You're not, working virtually every day. You're not dealing with people, and it's good to get talking with people who are outside of your household. And on to the next one, which is probably the most important. The next job you take does not have to be your permanent role. All right. You can take a job just to take a job to get by. You can, work that job 6 months and then go, okay, I'm back to looking part-time on the side. Oh, I actually really like it here. I'm going to say, fantastic, cool. It doesn't have to not be your next permanent job, but it doesn't have to be. You have to look at your burn down rate and go, I have X amount of time left before I'm out of money. Is that an X amount I'm comfortable with? If it's not, I need to get a filler job to bring in some money so I can either push that X out or make it stop altogether. All right. And, it does not have to be a dream job. You can keep looking after you take a job. Just because you take a job does not mean you have agreed to be there for life. Okay? But whenever you go to any job, you're always going to give 110% at that job because your reputation means something. All right? What you bring to the table means something. But it does not have to be, this is who I am now. No. You can take something outside your industry and keep looking. You can take a job, delivering food, whatever you need to do to get by until you find what you're actually looking for. And that is perfectly fine. This does not say anything poorly about you. It says something poorly about the current hiring systems in companies because there are so many talented people out there. There absolutely are who are not getting opportunities. And a lot of that has to do with how AI reads resumes. And that when people see, oh, my job's in New York City, this person is in Kentucky, I don't want to give them a chance. Why? If they're applying to that job in New York, they are likely willing to move to New York to take that job. Maybe you should give them a chance. Makes sense to me, but I don't know. Maybe I think different, but that's okay. All right. But This job does not have to be your be all end all. It does not have to be your dream job. Okay. Your dream job is something you search for. You can get lucky and catch while you're laid off, but it's not necessarily something you're looking for while you're laid off. So there it is, 5 things to think about while you are laid off. Now, I will tell you, as the person giving the advice here, I listened to about 3 out of the 5. You know, I definitely figured out my budget first thing because that's important, right? All right. I worked on something to help me grow. And, I knew, I had X amount of months. I wasn't necessarily going to find my dream job at the end of it, and that was okay. Now, I have a couple really good offers that, definitely could be my dream job. But, that is neither here nor there. But, I said I was going to limit myself on time searching. I definitely went over a lot. I go overboard. It's what I do. So, I can't really be mad at myself. And, some people in my network have heard from me every day because they were people I texted literally every day anyway. But most people in my network have barely heard from me, while I've been laid off. And that's because they would have barely heard from me anyway. I'm really bad at texting people back. It who I am. So I apologize to all those folks, as I always do in my heart of hearts. But I am me, and it is what it is. So, but do your best to give yourself a plan to get by, to make space for you to be you, and make space for you to have downtime. Because if you don't do those things, you are going to drive yourself crazy. All right? But with that, I hope everyone has a lovely week. I hope no one who watches any of my videos ever gets laid off. I hope you all find your dream job and get to work it for the rest of your life, or at least as much of your life as you want to work it. All right? But have a great day. Pass this video on to somebody else, and I will talk to you soon.